Hello everyone. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. It's not what it looks like, I swear. Just from this first screen alone, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I have a feeling if any of you have been on the YouTube for just a little amount, you know what this game is about. But from anyone who doesn't, do read the warnings on this video because, I don't want to get in trouble for that. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. So, if you're suffering from that, then maybe don't watch these. Although I doubt you'll be watching my stuff anyway. You are at least 13 years of age and consent to exposure of highly disturbing content. I'm 3 years old. Let's go. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I mean, it looks like that kind of game. I gotta give that to you. But still, I don't know how loud my voice is, so let's turn these down just a bit. Well, maybe not sound. I'll probably keep that just a bit higher. Alright. Ooh, let's give him the channel name. No, why is my caps lock on? Let's just do the channel name. Let's just do Thunder. It's fine. Oh, God, I had to cut out a lot of that. Hey, I seen an annoying girl riding toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you say like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Thunder. Well, people stare at you for acting weird, they don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, but you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. That's how you pronounce it? I don't know. Ehehe. We crossed the street together and made our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Thunder. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you wanted to join a club this year. You would. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Relatable. Sayori likes to worry about too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average. Just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Still relatable, kind of. A little bit. Mainly games. Alright, I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Also relatable. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of becoming a NEET. A few words because you're not used to the real world. I don't know what a NEET is. You trust me, right? Don't make me worrying about you. Alright, I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yes, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around as I'm the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, then you can come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meaning. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. L club, honestly. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member, and Natsuki made made cupcakes and everything. Hee. I'm not going to laugh like that. You cannot get. You pay me $100 and I'll laugh like that. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have it all planned as to have planned all this out. I let out alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, or yes, let's go. Thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I don't even care for cupcakes that much. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sup? Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Thunder. I already know my name. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Oh, wait. Sayori would talk about me. Never mind. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Because that's Natsuki. The girl with the sour art head, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Since she's also the one who made the cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets muty. Sayori says that quiet in the mind and then turns it back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Wow. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. God damn, your hair is long. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. Do I? I apparently already know you. It's great to see you again, Thunder. Monika smiles sweetly. Why'd you do that weird pose? Okay. We do know each other. Well, we really talked when we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Yeah, Monika! Come sit down, Thunder. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I'll make them. I get them. Sorry, I got a little excited. I might make some tea as well. The girls have a few desks arranged in front of the table. I see Sayori mentioned it's been widened? Yeah, widened. So that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs her wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Oh my god. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay. Are you ready? Ta-da. Oh, whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Weird. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hee. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first and Monika and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. Gross. Has already managed to get icing on her face. Relatable. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Nom. Eat all the cupcakes. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Maybe did before you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Six already said, well, maybe, but not for you dummy. I hate myself. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Tea is gross. An L opinion, but I don't like tea. I don't hate it. I can drink it. I just don't care for it. If I'm thirsty, I'm drinking that tea. I'm not gonna have an enjoyable experience, but I'm gonna drink it. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. Gave us, not give us. Well, I guess both would work. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hee, don't you let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. No. I don't know English. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Wow. God, this game seems like that. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by sorry. But I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sarah seems really happy here, so yeah. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you'll feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Stop the reading. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of a debate club last year? Stop doing that pose! Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and popularity. Oh my god, publicity on how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I'm gonna lose it. And if it encourages us to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Alright. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting on all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yes, or no, yeah, we'll do our best. You know it! Dude, why is she not like a fucking vampire here? Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Thunder, what kind of things do you like to read? I wish I named myself something different now. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. I can't make that joke. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Who cares? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Honestly, I can do some reading. I don't, but I can. I do like reading sometimes. Dean Koontz, favorite author, best author. Don't care what anybody else says. That's my opinion. If you don't agree with it, then whatever. Shut up. My opinion is law. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine. Hee. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. What the fuck is that? Why is it red? It's fucking terrifying. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. No, I don't. Anybody can write a poem. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very competent writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Freaking quota. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. When does this game get good? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Well, I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Stop doing that stupid pose! Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Quiet. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Thunder? I don't know why I did that. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. That's right. Get out of there. Book it. Go to your... No, not the anime club. Find something else. Come on. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. Sadness doesn't kind of like anger. She's just like, whatever. I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Yeah, I guess that's kind of. Yeah, they're both like, you can tell they're upset. She's just kind of like, oh, well, you son of a bitch. And she's like, alright, I'm gonna fucking kill you in your sleep. But, I don't care. No puns. Sigma male grind said, I'm out of here. I ain't no simp. Alright, whatever. I'm sorry I thought, Thunder. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. I never say three, because you obviously don't know math. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Walk out. Easy. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend a day every day with these beautiful girls. You fucking creep. Right. I fucking left. Okay, I've decided then I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Fucking sip. I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Aw, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Thunder, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Cool. Hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Thunder, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. This is so much reading. Sure, might as well. Yay! With the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Cool. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Should have said no. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. This game just seems... Oh man, this game just keeps seeming like that. Alright. I'll continue to use need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm pretty sure good fortune will find me, and I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Sometimes something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Contamination. I haven't sent. Oh, God. Analysis. Variance. Damn it. Tenacious. Tenacious D. Dazzle. Vivid. Damn it. I'm dead. Warm. Boop. Raindrops. Bliss. I like to read. That sounds funny. Yeah. Unstable. Sparkle. Crimson. Like comfort. Party. Uncanny. Poof. Done. Hi again, Thunder. I don't know what I'm gonna do in these episodes. Hi again, Thunder. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I wish I did. Alright, nah, don't worry. Nah. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. I'm back at the Literature Club. Well, I have last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Thunder. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like you deserved any slack. Sarah told me you didn't want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. So what? And don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you might see an end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Stop doing that. That's terrifying. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Thunder always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? He. You two are really good friends, aren't you? That might be a little jealous. How come you and Thunder can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Well, wait, Sayori. Me. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rectify this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it can keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How Is This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? Simp. She picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I probably wouldn't. I enthusiastic attack the book. Phew, well you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Mono to kick off some sketchbook activities in the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for his chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad if distracting me from the reading. I catch a glance for the cover book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She seeks another glance and eyes me for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm out of this sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I just want to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Nah, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. It's obviously bought you the other book, you idiot. I'm definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an almost looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically about this girl in high school boozing with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came in over. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Thunder? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so sighs. I can't read. She's so Oh, God, help me. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Don't know what that said. I haven't something. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. It's fine. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen to Literature Club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, you might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to yours. Yeah. Sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. Welcome to the Gulag. I still don't understand what Yuri means by reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over, it looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? Yeah, I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ha. Dude... That reminds me of my girlfriend. She apologizes all the time. It's for things that I'm not gonna get mad over. She always gets worried that I'll get mad over it, and I'm not going to. Also, I'm pretty sure she's gonna have some questions about me doing this series, at least for the first episode. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm's in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. I thought it was on the left. I thought it was on the left side of her. Okay. Yuri takes her arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides on her thumb after it flips to her side. Okay. But in holding it like this, we're holding even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth. That's so creepy. And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and ours meet. I don't know, I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. I said I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. You're fucking weird. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment, but Thunder, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Fucking... Alright, whatever. You know what? To make my girlfriend feel better about me playing this game, I'm playing this as a third-person spectator. I am not relating to the character. Alright? So if she actually watches this, I highly doubt she'd get this far, even if she did. But if she does, if you are watching this, I'm relating it as a third-person spectator, not as the guy. Alright? Cool. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not even have enough time, way too long. Yuri exhales, barely from finishing your thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. You're really staring from the book, causing it to close the top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess it's not too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after I pick some bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. Who leaves a mental note of where you were in the book? Put a bookmark or like some random piece of something between the pages. Oh my god, you're insane. You're insane. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is a wrinkle-cheeked, loose-leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into the bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Who would I hit? Oh, Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. That is the one I was gonna pick. Sayori, this is a good poem, Thunder. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Hey. I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid they wouldn't do this seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the new club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Thunder. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying to do things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm real bad at this. She. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above and the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no answer. I forgot to do it last night. Well, then at least make me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I'll still try my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Alright, I gotta hydrate. H2O time. Hydration is important. Oh, that was so much fun. Monica's the best. Aw, yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I can look forward to it. Alright. We'll do Monica next. She's the leader. Alright, Thunder. Having a good time so far? Aw, yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Nope. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going off with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Stop doing that stupid pose. Don't worry, Thunder. We're all a little... oh my god. We're all a little bit today. Embarrassed. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. That's true. I had a hand harmonica in my poem. Great job, Thunder. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, but allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. You just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but it'll always help you what suits you the most. Help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. You do that stupid pose again. You do this. No. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. It's not very confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forward into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Huh. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you said I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. It's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. She said Yuri might like my poems. I guess I'll go to Yuri. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighting. Exceptional! What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers his mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Man. Ooh. He's going to hate me. How do I know what she's thinking? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Really? Or, no, this is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I feel like I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even the simple one. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. That's with the hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? A ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I could never write a poem. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? Dude, that reminds me of my girlfriend. Oh my god. She's like, I have terrible handwriting. I'm sorry. She doesn't have terrible handwriting. I have terrible handwriting. What? What? Jesus Christ. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Thunder. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, experiencing in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I didn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so, if anything, I'll probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Thunder. No. Me too. Natsuki! Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? It'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can speak, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. This is fucking stupid. Oh my god. I mean, it kinda gets good, and like, people can try, but that's about it. Like this, that's kinda good. But these, it's kinda stupid. I don't really care for it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I don't like it. What? Just be honest. I am being honest. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? That I would like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I don't. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing someone to make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay, like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling on the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I don't like you. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. This episode is getting way too long. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows for her own frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? How can I see their thoughts? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, she whispered it. Oh my fucking god, I'm an idiot. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could just say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sorry liked it. Thunder did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Thunder liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Thunder appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would totally go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Whoa. Oh, hey. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the only one who's finished really grew its size bigger as soon as Thunder started showing up. Wow. Damn. Natsuki. I'm Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned from me as if I just knew so standing there. Thunder, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She should get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Because it makes them deep. If I have a choice, I'm agreeing with her because I don't really care for your poem. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. That's what I think a good poem is. When you have to figure it out, you have to dive deep into the poem. Help me explain that to her, Thunder. Well, wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Thunder? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, I agree with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, but that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's a secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting their feelings into it and just becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think it's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, Nobuya's taken her side. She's trapped at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. That's very fun to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own book from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she comes up the poem with her hand and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room, Yuri's chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gently approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh, everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten pressure after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. This essay is getting way too long. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Thunder. Ain't you kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. Or it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about you, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Thunder, how about you? May I say the same? Is there anything to talk about with everything? Everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, maybe I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Thunder, ready to walk home? Alright, this is where I'm ending the episode. It's gotten way too long, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please comment down below what you want to see next. You want to see more of this? You want to see something else? Tell me. I got a lot of games. I can do it. And if you did enjoy the content, you know, consider subscribing. Hit me with that like. Help me with the algorithm. Share it with your friends. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter what you do. I don't really care. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.